Hello children, in today's class we are going to see how to use prepositions. See, prepositions are short words like on, in, to that usually stand in front of nouns. And this is actually definition. Let me read out this for you. A preposition is a word or group of words used before a noun, pronoun or noun phrase to show direction, time, place, location, spatial relationships, or to introduce an object. Some examples of prepositions are words like in, at, on, of, and to. So I have listed only a few examples here for prepositions. These are common prepositions which we use. And see, even advanced learners of English, they find it difficult to use prepositions. So one preposition in your native language might have several translations depending on the situation. And there are hardly any rules as to when to use which preposition. And as I used to say in all my videos, the only way to learn grammar and especially prepositions is to looking them up in a dictionary, reading a lot of English literature, and learning useful phrases of by heart. And prepositions, that is, we commonly use prepositions to show a relationship in space or time, or a logical relationship between two or more people, places, or things. Just this is I have tried to rephrase the same definition here. Okay, this is same definition. And examples, I'm going to Canada. See, this to is underlined here, means it's a preposition. Next example, Alex threw a stone into the pond. So again, into is a preposition. The present is inside the box. Okay, the gift is inside the box. Inside is underlined here, it's a preposition. They have gone out of the town. Okay, they have gone out of the town. So out of is again a preposition. So these are the important points that you must remember when you learn this preposition. Okay. See, prepositions actually, they do not have any other form. They cannot be plural, possessive, inflection, or anything else. So this is very important, like, you cannot add to. See, let us go to the previous example. I'm going to Canada. You cannot make it plural like adding s to Canada. So that is wrong. So that is what said here. Prepositions do not have any other form, like, plural, possessive, inflection, or anything else. No, they got only one form. So this is an important point you have to remember. And point number 2, sometimes a preposition works as nouns, adjectives, and adverbs. This is the second point that you must remember. And the third point, prepositions can be of 1, 2, 3, or even more words. So don't imagine that preposition means only one word. Let us go to the previous example. See, the first example, I'm going to Canada. So here just one word. And see the last example, they have gone out of the town. So out of 2 words is used here. So as we see here in the third point, prepositions can be of 1, 2, 3, or even more words. Prepositions with 2 or more words are called phrasal prepositions. So what are phrasal prepositions? Words, prepositions with more than 1, 2, 3 or even more words are called phrasal prepositions. And some commonly used phrasal prepositions are, because of, in case of, instead of. So here you can see because of. So 2 words used here. In case of, 3 words. In case of, 3 words used here. Okay. Instead of, again 2 words used here. By way of, on behalf of, on account of, in care of, in spite of. So in spite of, on the side of. So 4 words. So as we have seen here, even more words, 3 or even more words. So this is a phrasal preposition. 1, on the side of, etc. There are many. I have just listed a few here. Next we are going to see the common types. The most important thing is there are 4 common types of prepositions. Okay, the 4 common types I have listed here is the most important thing that you have to remember. Most of the prepositions have many uses. There are some prepositions which are common in every type of prepositions as they function in a versatile way. So the first one which we are going to study is prepositions of time. And second, prepositions of place and direction. Third one, prepositions of agents or things. Fourth one, phrasal prepositions. Okay, so now we'll study all these four one by one. So first we are going to see prepositions of time. So this is prepositions of time. So prepositions of time show the relationship of time between the nouns to the other parts of a sentence. Okay. See, just three words I have used here, I am showing here: in, on, at. These are the common prepositions that we use in time, okay, in relation to time. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in February, in 2013, or in 2021, in 1990s. And you can't say in Sunday. So that is wrong. It is ungrammatical if you are going to say in Sunday, in Monday morning. So you must know where to use this on preposition. So when you talk about these days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, only on preposition is correct. Okay. On Sunday, on Monday morning, Tuesday afternoon, on my birthday. So you cannot say in my birthday. So that is wrong. If you are going to say in my birthday, that is wrong. So on my birthday, on May 5th, on the weekend, okay. And next, at. So this is also a common preposition of time. At night, at 10:30. She came at 10:30. We met at 10:30. At noon, midday. Can you come tomorrow at noon? At midnight. Bedtime, at bedtime. I used to listen to stories at bedtime. I used to watch, movie at bedtime. At sunrise. At the weekend. At the weekend I have a meeting. I have fixed for a meeting at the weekend. So these are the examples that you can use. And examples for this preposition of time. He started working at 10 a.m. The company called meeting on 25th October. On. So you're talking about a date, specific date. When you use specific date, on preposition must be used. There is a holiday in December. So there is a holiday in December. So we are talking about a particular month in December. There is a holiday. He has been ill since Monday. So since, where to use the since if the action is still continuing. Time. So in, on, at. So this is used with time and this is used with location. So general, that is bigger, more specific. If it is general, you can use in. And if it is more specific, on. And very specific, at. So centuries. In centuries indicates in years, months, days, weekend, on 7th May, on my birthday. At, you can talk about, see, in England, in country, in London, in city, in Chinatown, in neighborhood, in India. In India. So general, if you're talking about some general thing, you have to use only in preposition. In India. It is seen in India. Okay, it is seen in India. It is present in India. And if you want to be more specific, like, which street. Okay, which street you are talking about. If you are talking about, Star Street, on. Oxford Street, the corner street. Okay, streets, avenues. And specific address, specific location. Okay, address, specific location. You can say at 5th Street. Okay, 5th Oxford Street or 5th Star Street. At the store. And second one is prepositions of place. And this show the relationship of place between the nouns to the other parts of a sentence. So prepositions of place, just I try to put it in a pictographical way. Pictures I have used. So see, you can see this figure. Bird is on this wooden box, on the table, on. It is on. Now it is inside. And this is over. Where to use over? So I think you can read or you can understand from the pictures. And now again this is under. So this is how we can, when something is under the table, you can say under. And far, it is not closer to this thing, it is far. And this is near, up, down, past, half past 9. We used to say half past 9. Among. So when something is more than 2, you can't use the preposition between. You must use among. Among. Okay. Next to. So the bird is next to the box. And now it is in front of the box. So how to describe the position of this bird? This is, the bird is in front of the box. Now you are going to describe the place, the position of the bird. So now the place or the position of the bird is behind the box. Now it is between, in between these two boxes. And now it is around the box. Now it is through, it is going through. That is a hole, and the bird is going through the hole. Okay, this is through. Example, he is at home. He came from England. The police broke into the house. The police broke into the house. I live across the river. The third preposition is prepositions of agents or things. Prepositions of agents or things indicate a casual relationship between nouns and other parts of the sentence. Like preposition of agents or things are of, for, by, with, about, etc. are the most used and common prepositions of agents or things. Example, this article is about smartphones. So about is a preposition of agent or thing. So this article is about what? It's about smartphones. So this article is on smartphones. That is also correct. And this article is about smartphone. Most of the guests have already left. So most of the guests. Okay. Of the guests. I will always be here for you. Be here for you. So it is for someone, agent or thing. He is playing with his brother. So what is the definition? Indicate a casual relationship between nouns and other parts of the sentence. So he is a noun. He is playing with his brother. So it's a preposition of agent. And phrasal prepositions. The last one. A phrasal preposition is not a prepositional phrase. Okay, it is not a prepositional phrase, but they are a combination of two or more words which function as a preposition. Phrasal prepositions like, along with, apart from, because of, by means of, according to, in front of, contrary to, in spite of, on account of, in reference to, in addition to, in regard to, instead of, on top of it. So all these are common phrasal prepositions which we have already seen in the beginning of the class. And examples, some of the examples. They, along with their children, went to Atlanta. So along with their children, they went to. Along with is a phrasal preposition. According to, again this is a phrasal preposition. According to the new rules, you are not right. In spite of being a good player, he was not selected. So in spite of, a phrasal preposition. I'm going out of the city. Out of is again a phrasal preposition. So out of, in spite of, according to, in front of. So all these along with, according to, in spite of, out of, or phrasal prepositions. And I have given a practice sheet here. So just look at the picture and fill the blank. Fill all these blanks. The clock is, so where is the clock? You can look at the picture, the picture and fill the blanks. Okay, the clock is dash the wall. So where is the clock? You have to fill this blank. The ball is dash the table. So already we have seen, I have given you a pictographical. See here, this you can take as an example. On, in, over, under. So now see this practice sheet and do these exercise. Do this exercise. The ball is dash the table. Okay, where is the ball? The cat is dash the armchair. So where is the cat? Here, the cat is here, and this is the armchair. So the cat is, the table is dash the armchair. Again the table, this table. The car